Hi everyone, Grant K here for the Smoke Learning channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to pull a difference matte. This matte generation technique is quite useful in a few scenarios. The most popular challenge is when you are asked to extract a subject out of its background. However, the subject has not been filmed against a green or blue screen background. So regular keying techniques are almost useless. For a task like this, there'll be quite a lot of masking to isolate the subject. And unfortunately, you are not going to get away from that. But using the difference matte, it can certainly get you ahead much quicker. If you would like to follow along, please click the link in the YouTube description to download the media. If you're watching the podcast version of this video, then type the link displayed in your internet browser. So in the sequence, I have a shot of a car. I'd like to extract it out of the background so I can put a light behind it. So select the shot and add a Connect Effects. To create a difference matte, you need to have a clean plate of the background that matches the original shot. If possible during your filming, try shooting a clean plate for any VFX work. However, if this started off as a regular shot, then chances are you didn't shoot a clean plate. So the best option for us is to digitally create a clean background with the paint tools. Dragging out the paint node, you could start painting out the car to create a clean plate. You can use any technique you want, even the cloning tools. Because this is a locked off shot, you can get away with just cleaning a single frame and freezing it. If the camera was moving, you would have to clean every frame to match the move. I have provided a final clean frame of the background to move things along. But if you want to paint the background for practice, then that is fine. Don't forget to put a mux node after the paint tool and freeze the painted frame. This will extend your brushstrokes over the entire shot as well as speed up processing time. I'll just go ahead and delete these nodes. In the media panel, drag the clean frame into the Connect Effects schematic. Now hide the media panel with one left arrow. Hover over the Connect Effects node bin and press D for the difference matte node. Drag out the difference matte into the Connect Effects schematic. Connect the main shot into the red input. And connect the clean shot into the green input. When you double-click on the difference matte node, you will bring up its controls and its output is in the result view. Immediately, the difference matte is calculating the pixel difference between the two images. This is what you're seeing in the result view. You can calculate the pixel difference in RGB or YUV color values. They don't overlap each other, so you could try one and then the other. Then you can toggle between the two to see which gives you a better result. I'll go with YUV for this example. Now you can choose which channels the difference is extracted from. Depending on the chrominance and luminance, the different channels will create different results. Next, the tolerance and softness can be adjusted to refine the differential calculation. Obviously, the default settings will give you an average of the pixel difference. I like to set all my softness sliders to 0 and start from there. Set the tolerance to 10 for each of the channels. You will notice how other channels have more of an impact than others. So that is a precise pixel difference between the original shot and the clean plate. We'll now use the softness to average things out. So set all the softness sliders to 5. That's not bad, but you can tweak it as much as you like. Focusing on the Y channel, I'll increase the tolerance and softness sliders by 5. The whole point of the difference matte is not to pull a perfect matte. It's there to give you a major head start with masking that is necessary but potentially very tedious. So with the result we have, you can use the masking tools to refine this matte further. There is a custom project bin that has been included in the media download. Click the Project tab in the Custom Node bin. Choose to load a project bin. In the browser, navigate through the folders to the diff mat bin file. When you select it, it will load into the custom project node bin. Now drag the nodes into the Connect Effects schematic. Here, I have already made a setup to show you the potential of what you can do. Connect the output of the difference mat into the Gmask's front and mat inputs. When you select the Gmask node, you can see that I have used the masks to fill in the gaps inside the difference mat. This results in the solid shape of my car. This is then fed into a matte edge node where I have blurred and eroded the edges. Now take the output of the car shot and connect it into the front input of the pixel spread node. The pixel spread is using the original shot and the matte to extend the edges of the car to make a better key in the composite. None of these steps are a necessity, but it could give the key a better overall result. Finally, we have an action node to build the composite. We just need to add the background back in. So connect the clean plate into the front of the second media input node. Looking at the action results, I have separated the layers, added some 3D text, as well as a light and a lens flare into the 3D scene. Switch to the Orbit tool using Option O. Clicking and dragging around the 3D space, you can see how the combination of the difference mat and masks were used to pull the car out of the background. Comments, feedback and suggestions are always welcome and appreciated. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to the Smoke Learning channel for future videos.